Good evening and welcome to Politically Incorrect. We come to you tonight from Delhi's Hindu College, and as always we're joined by our commentators Manishankar Iyer and Shapun Das Gupta to debate the big events of the week. Well, this week, as India celebrated its 65th Independence Day, we saw Team Anna and the government locked in an ugly confrontation. The headlines were all about Anna's arrest and custody. We saw a general hardening of rhetoric on all sides. Have we as a nation been disappointed both by our elected representatives and by those members of civil society who claim to speak for us in the battle against corruption? We're asking tonight, has the Lokpal showdown undermined our democracy? We'll take opening comments from both our commentators. We'll begin with you, Shapun. It's time for opening round.
Well, it's a mixed bag. At one level, there's something very positive over the week's developments. We've had a very active, aware citizenry which has participated, which has intervened in perhaps what is the most important issue, one of the most important problems that has been plaguing India. We may not agree with every aspect of their intervention. We may not agree with every position taken by Anna Hazare. But there is no doubt that through his movement, he managed to bring out an issue which we feel has been holding India back. And that's the issue of corruption. That's on the positive side. On the negative side, we've seen a degree of what I might call illiberal democracy in action. Illiberal because it presumes that in a democracy, any policy initiative vests solely with the institutions of the state. But what we saw was a presumption that if I disagree with you, you are illegitimate. That was a mindset which, to my mind, okay, it's been overused, the term, marked the emergency. I remember 35 years ago in this very university, in July 1975, some teachers of a particular left variety, some eminent historians, actually gloating that the entire Sanskrit department is behind bars. And to them it was a big joke. Why? Because the mindset which the political assumptions which they had weren't shared by them. And so that means that's good enough reason to put them behind bars. So I think it's that similar degree of intolerance which we saw in trying to preempt an arrest, preempt an agitation, arresting people who hadn't done anything which violates the accepted norms of protest in this country.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone, fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.